Be like,
Hey, yes, we.
I knew it was Satan too. She like,
We the real Hebrew Israelites coming day in and day out to preach the downfall of America, aka Babylon the Great. But first off, we like to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahushai Ba'Shem, Kakadash.
double honors to those apostles and elders, the great millstone who teach and rule well. A lot of respect to you brothers out there on the highways and byways preaching this truth around the four corners of the earth. And salutations to the hopeful elect. And we the brothers from GMS. Chicago coming right back at you with a camp. An indoor camp. And man, what can you say, man? So much. Got anything you want to do?
just quick mention. Can we get Revelation 13? Because that's, I mean, basically all my lessons this week been on the chip because that's what's happening in the world.
Right
And something else, what ain't passed yet? I believe it passed the House and wait on the Senate, or it passed the Senate and wait on the House and the President. But they told the Federal Reserve, the law was that the Federal Reserve can't make their own cryptocurrency. They have to use something that's already made. Mm-hmm. And what just happened last week, I forget the state, but I believe it's XRP. I believe it's XRP is Ripple, whatever.
Yes, it is.
Yep, and they already set up with the banks.
yeah,
They got bank clearance already. The only cryptocurrency with bank clearance.
No, I said I was just saying that you were right about XRP and Ripple.
Mm-hmm.
And
They ledger already got bank clearance. So we're gonna see, man. Remember they went through the SEC shit. They went through all this shit. So legally they already set up.
That's right.
All right, and so now they got this going on. Then you got Dubai calling for a stable coin. You got Japan looking for a stable. All this news about these damn coins is because the world is going digital, man. And that's proof that we've been right. That we break down a chip and then we go into the revelation about the time to try the world. What is something happening with the world? They're all going digital. So you can hit that real quick?
Revelations 13. Where you want me to start at?
To the other point.
All right. This is Revelations 13 and 16. And he calls it all, both small and great.
Well, keep start up at 8.
8?
Yeah.
All right, come on. This is Revelations 13 and 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him whose names are not written in the book of the life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. And if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, and he that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and faith of the saints.
So this is what we've been looking for, man. The end of this kingdom, that comes with what? Them getting a sword, and those that survive getting captivity. All right? But what's part of them getting that sword? These people are going to bow down to this devil. Keep going.
It says, and I beheld another beast coming out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. And he exercised all power of the first beast before him, and caused it the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed.
What beast is this? Talking about Rome, that 4th beast. All right? America's the little horn that will come out of Rome, man. And can somebody grab the 4th beast real quick? Straight to it. This ain't talking about some damn dragon popping up out of Lake Michigan or the Pacific Ocean, you know. Yep. This is talking about a nation, man. This nation is Rome.
That's right.
That's why I said who's deadly wound. So get Malachi 1 and phone deck too. Hold that down.
This is the book of Daniel, chapter 7 and verse 7. After this I saw... Yes, sir. It says, verse 6, after this I beheld, and lo, another like a leopard, which had upon the back of it 4 wings of a fowl. The beast had also 4 heads, and dominion was given to it. After this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast.
So we know this is in chronological order. The kingdom. So starting up, let you know that this beast that is mentioned was Greece. All right, and the 4 winds represents the 4 generals who got power after Alexander. Now we're going to the next beast. What was the next superpower after that? Rome. And this is simple right here. You have Babylon, Media Persia, Greece, Rome. Go ahead.
That's right. It says, verse 7, after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a 4th beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth, and it devoured and break in pieces and stamped the residue with the feet of it, and it was diverse.
It's like it. So nobody can fuck with this one. And even to the point where you read through the Maccabees and just through history, you'll see they was even basically over Greece, even when Greece was in power. All right, they was allowing this king to reign. They had king, I believe it was one of the Antiochians. He came out of Roman prison and then got power in Greece. Rome came and said, "No, you cross this line, you're gonna die." To Greece. All right, and that's in prophecy. That's in Daniel as well. All right. Hey, not that we needed it, but we made an agreement with Rome, and the Romans protected us in a sense. We never called on their help, but just be having that allegiance with them, man. All right, that's how powerful it was. Nobody can fuck with them. In fact, get what is it? Second Maccabees 8 or 6? What was the first Maccabees?
First Maccabees.
First Maccabees. As far as grab it. Yes, definitely first Maccabees. Start at the top.
It's the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1.
No.
Oh,
Not
hey.
that. No, we want Rome.
Wrong, Salakia.
Wait, think about Alexander Free.
Yeah, that's
Alexander Free. I think it's first Maccabees 8. Let me see.
I'm gonna start at the top of the First Maccabees 8. First Maccabees 8, verse 1. Now Judas has heard of the Romans that they were mighty and valiant men, and such as would lovingly accept all that joined themselves unto them, and make a league of amity with all that came unto them. And that they were men of good valor, and it was told him also of their wars and noble acts which they had done among the Galatians, and how they had conquered them and brought them under tribute, and what they had done in the country of Spain for the winning of the mines of the silver and gold which is there, and that by their policy and patience they had conquered all the place, though it were very far from them.
And that goes to saying the shadow of Rome is vast. All right? Then that's another thing with America, how it has influence of the whole world. Even on the other side of the world, they control it. They got military bases all over there. They rule with their allies, just like Rome.
And the kings also that came against them from the uttermost part of the earth, till they had discomfited them and given them a great overthrow, so that the rest did give them tribute every year. Beside this, how they had discomfited in battle Philip and Perseus, king of the Chemites, with others that lifted up themselves against them and had overcome them. How also Antiochus, the great king of Asia, that came against them in battle, having 120 elephants with horsemen and chariots, and a very great army, was discomfited by them. And how they took him alive and covenanted that he and such as reigned after him should pay a great tribute and give hostages in that which was agreed upon. In a country of India and Media and Lydia, and of the goodliest countries which they took of him and gave to King Immunes. Moreover, how the Grecians had determined to come and destroy them, and that they, having knowledge thereof, sent against them a certain captain, and fighting with them slew many of them, and carried away captives their wives and their children, and spoiled them, and took possession of their lands, and pulled down their strongholds, and brought them to be their servant unto this day. It was told him besides how they destroyed and brought under their domain all other kingdoms and isles that at any time resisted them.
All of them. The Lord was with them. Anybody that came against them, they eventually fell. Even though he was very valiant, even Hannibal, eventually he fell, man. All right? The Lord is with Rome. Go back to that Daniel. Hold that Maccabees. Go back to that Daniel.
Back in Daniel 7, verse 7, it says, and after this I saw in the night visions, and behold, a fourth beast, dreadful and terrible, and strong exceedingly, and it had great iron teeth. It devoured and brake in pieces, and stamped the residue with the feet of it. And it was diverse from all.
Let me hit this real quick. This is Revelation 13:4. And they worshipped the dragon, which gave power unto the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, who was like unto the beast, who was able to make war with him. All right, so this that same beast. Nobody can make war with them. It's another, just proving that this beast in Revelation is the same fourth beast. All right, go ahead.
It says, and it was diverse from all the beasts that were before it, and it had 10 horns. I considered the horns.
Hit that Maccabees.
First Maccabees 8 verse 12. But with their friends and such as relied upon them, they kept amity, and that they conquered the kingdoms both far and nigh, insomuch as all that heard of their names were afraid of them. Also that whom they would help to a kingdom, those reigned, and whom again they displaced. Finally,
Just like America. They set up public, they take you down, economic hitmen, or they just straight up kidnap your ass like we just seen. Yeah, bomb you.
Put you in the Nike tag.
No casualties, all this. She's talking big shit. They've been doing this. Bomb you with submission. Look what they did to Japan. Fucked them up and then funded their come up so they can basically rule over them. Because Japan is the biggest buyer of American debt. Alright? They fucked them up and then made them basically get tribute. They get tribute by buying debt. Go ahead.
continuing in 13, finally, that they were greatly exalted, yet for all this none of them wore a crown or was clothed in purple to be magnified thereby.
This is the diverse. This is what makes it diverse. All right, democracy, in a sense. Okay, that's what it's called today. They didn't have a king, a monarch, and then it was passed down to his son. No, they got chosen and put in office supposedly for the people. And they had what? A Senate House, just like today.
Spirit.
Let me finish this, then you get that.
Verse 15, moreover, how they had made for themselves a Senate house, wherein 320 men sat in council daily, consulting all way for the people, to the end they might be well ordered.
And you know how raw this is? Because after Rome fell, all right, when Rome completely failed, it went back to a monarchy. Britain, all this right before America came, everybody still had a king again. Or the emperor, that's the same thing. Emperor, king, that's the same fucking thing. It went right back to the old ways. It was the king of this, the king of that, king of Scotland. That's why we got King James, King Charles. They became monarchs again.
Wow.
Then America got back in power, and this the beast who deadly wound was sealed. We got a Senate House again.
That is heavy.
This how you know this is that fourth beast reincarnate, man. Everybody went right back to a kingdom.
And the Roman ways here too. Shit.
Facts. Finish that out, and then we can go back to that. You got something too.
Lie. You got it already.
Oh, okay,
Verse 16, and that they committed their government to one man every year, who ruled over all their country, and that all were obedient to that one, and that there was neither envy nor emulation among them.
All right. Yeah. Until that wasn't the case, then they started killing each other and all this shit. But yeah, man. This is America. This is the same thing. What you read, this sounds just like America, because it is America. That's the fourth beast coming back. The little horn of the fourth beast, I should say. All right, same thing. Fourth beast coming back, same thing. You got it, Vanya.
Yes, sir. In the back of Daniel 7 and 8, it says, and I considered the horns, and behold, there came up among them another little horn, before whom three of the first horns plucked up by the roots.
Right, and the 10 horns, just like ancient Rome, represents the 10 main countries or regions or whatever that ruled with Rome. They big allies. So back then, you basically had the Visigoths, the Franks, all right, etc. Today you got Spain, France. These are just modernized names. All right, France, Spain, Netherlands, etc. Now the 3 of the 10 horns that well, you know what? I'll read it off. I'll read the 14 off actually, just for the.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good. I know it's 3. Yeah, the 3 we understand.
Want me to read it off for you,
All right,
son?
so Belgium, Denmark, that's the islands. You gotta fucking bring up Belgium. Belgium, Denmark, France, Italy, Luxembourg, Netherlands, I said Greece, Spain, and Portugal. Now, that was one country at one point in time. So it may say two names, but that's one country. Spain and Portugal is the same. And the reason why it's mentioned like that is because today that formed the EEC, which then formed the EU. So you would read and you would think, oh, well, this was 12 countries. I think don't they got 12 stars on the EU flag?
12 golden stars.
Right, and that represents those 12 countries. But realistically, that was 10. Spain and Portugal is 1. England and Ireland is 1. England and Ireland is 1. And then you got West Germany. That's the 10. And of course, back then they had different names, like we mentioned. You know? And then it says 3 horns fell. Well, what's the 3 horns? France, Spain, and Great Britain. What did America come from?
Great.
You had
Spanish American War.
Yep. Yeah, you had
French Revolution.
you had Spain had South and West. Britain had East, and you had France having South. All right, that's why you had the Louisiana Purchase and shit. Okay, that's why them damn New Orleans they speak of they call it what French lick or whatever the fuck that shit is. All right, there's the countries that ruled America, that owned it. Then they had, like you said, the French-American War, Spanish-American War, and of course the Independence Day. What the fuck was the war called?
Revolutionary War.
For what? Yeah, Revolutionary War. All right, and that's how America was formed. Those 3 horns fell, and a little horn called America came, and they ruled with the EU. It's called NATO. The Treaty of Rome. It's even called the Treaty of Rome. Go ahead.
Back in Daniel chapter 7 and verse 8, it says, "And behold, in this horn were eyes like the eyes of man, and a mouth speaking great things."
Mm-hmm. That's that pride this place has, man. But one, like I said, they forced the way of the old way on the world. And what came with that? They forced Christianity, put their images up as God, but also at the same time making themselves the image of God. They tell you there is no God. It's science. It's evolution. It's Big Bang, which that can't be true. Nothing from nothing is nothing. There has to always, for anything to exist, there always has to be the one that existed. It's impossible. That's math.
That's how you get the E equals MC squared.
Yeah, that's the energy. It's energy in everything. For energy to be in everything, there has to be a source, a main source of this energy. This life force, and that's Yahweh.
He is.
You know? 0 times anything is 0. If I give you something 0 times, you got nothing. So there has to be a creator. That's just simple. You got to be a fool to think a bunch of randomness, some just magical explosion happened. There's nothing there. It's just an explosion. What the fuck is exploding in? All right, and everything came together with such synergy. Everything works together. Everything. We need the sunlight. We need the moon. The water tides work off the moon.
Right.
The time.
Float up in the thumb, your hand.
Yeah.
And it had every one of them had a purpose.
Yeah.
The fingernails, you know.
Yep. Yep. How nature works together. All right. Then they say evolution. Well, how does the golden clover involve to being able to make this flight from Hawaii, I believe, Alaska to Hawaii? They know the exact amount of food to eat from birth. The parents fly up there. They had birth. All right. Then the parents leave. The baby knows to eat the exact amount of food to take this non-stop flight. They don't stop. They don't take, because you know a lot of birds, they migrate, they take a break, eat, refresh, go. This bird eats the right amount of food so he can take this non-stop flight from, I believe it's Alaska to Hawaii. He knows the exact amount of food to have the energy so he don't fucking die.
That's crazy.
But the explosion and randomness made this. Hey, real quick, get Romans the 1st chapter.
Got it.
Man.
My brother.
It's the book of Romans chapter 1 verse 20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even
Right.
his
No, good. Slack. Finish that one, man.
even his eternal power and power head, so that they are without excuse.
Yep, without excuse, man. Ain't no
Without
fucking way
excuse.
evolution does that.
Man.
You would die off. The damn clownfish would be dead. They wouldn't exist. Because for them to evolve to have this immunity to see an enemy would take this period of time. They would all die by then. Alright, because the clownfish being colorful attracts prey. So what they don't have a defense. So what do they have? They can go amongst the sea enemy. Which the sea enemy paralyzes all other fish. Alright? Absorb them, whatever.
Man.
So this is synergy. The clownfish works together with the sea enemy to bring them food, and the sea enemy protects the damn clownfish from the predators. You can't evolve into that, man. You would have been dead. Your species would have been dead by then.
That's right.
This is put together. Birds that clean crocodile's teeth, and the crocodile don't eat them and shit like that.
Man.
Or a shark, whatever it is. This shit exists, man.
Yeah, birds that ride on the crocodile's back and they don't fuck with it.
And that shark.
It's fishes that swim behind the sharks that eat the parasites off the shark.
Bottom feeders.
Yeah, shit wild. The world raw.
Yeah,
Man.
perfect balance, man.
Master man.
It's birds that hunt. This is wrong. It's birds that can't get their feathers wet, but they hunt in the water. And what happens is, I believe it's flying fish. I believe it's flying fish. The whales attack from the bottom, and it makes the fish go in the air. And they eat right, and it feeds them. And it's a balance.
They helping each other out. Yeah, that's what's wrong.
Corey Shearwater shares that same thing, but I believe they can get wet. But they, if I'm not mistaken, they do the same thing. The whales come attack the fish, and it provides food for them. This is synergy. This is master creation right here, man.
Man.
The fact that water helps plants grow, and it rains enough for that to happen, or there's a dew every morning to make sure it works out.
Yeah.
If you don't have rain, the Lord still provides a dew so the grass can grow and this shit can grow.
And it starts around the springtime. You can see right before the spring it starts raining.
The rain gets heavy. That's right.
The rain get heavy. It's just to wake up and nourish the plants and wake them up. You know.
Yeah, or how
That shit wrong.
the photosynthesis creates oxygen for us, man. And we give carbon dioxide for them, man. Hey, this is too much. This energy, bro.
Heavy.
So like,
But that also goes into when you was talking about the Big Bang Theory too, is that when have you ever known anything to explode to create anything except destruction? Nothing but nothing, just destruction and blow it up. You know?
That's right.
Yeah. But still, you know, when you blow up, when you sit up here and throw a bomb and something blows up, it destroys everything. So that Big Bang Theory, man, I don't even understand how a motherfucker even think that shit.
Think about the way your vein tracks, bro.
Man.
The nervous system.
The nervous system alone, your spinal cord, bro. The fact that we come from a little sperm cell, right, into these bodies, and our bodies grow inside our mothers.
yeah.
You know, and then everything get pieced together while you grow. Your spinal cord grows, and for one, we got a tailbone, nigga. Like what the fuck? You look at the sperm, they show you how when you die, they took the head and the spinal cord. It looked like a sperm cell, like it's the whole joint. But the fact that these bodies get built around it, hey, that's your how about Shema Shai, man.
That's right.
You know, you got different animals that can only live in certain environments, but the Lord put them there. You know, you got saltwater fish, you got freshwater fish. A freshwater fish can't live in salt water. A saltwater fish can't live in fresh water.
For the most part.
For the most part, right? You know, for the most part.
And the ones that can, the Lord created them to be able to.
You're right. The clams, right? Clams, people eating fucking filter sacks. That's why when you go to the Bahamas, their water so clear. They got clams all at the bottom of the ocean. That's why the fucking water's so clear. But then you got fucking dunks. Alright? You fucking eating a filter sack. Cause if you got a fish tank and you know anything about fish tanks, You put clams in the water to keep your water clear, and you don't have to do none of the extra shit to it. It cleans all of it filtrates the water. The clam sucks it in and eats it all, man.
You know, you had clams. I had this particular fish because I had a 50-gallon tank. I had this fish.
I think leeches do that too.
The leeches?
Yeah.
I ain't know that.
Yeah, damn.
That shit crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Origins wrong, like Doc said. Facts.
Shit, you know, like this shit wild. That's why they say if bees die, it'll fuck up the ecosystem. Everything will die. Because if you take anything, the ants, the whatever, the motherfucker don't know what them ants are really doing under the earth. You know, they got a purpose. You know what I mean? Bees got their purpose. A lot of the plants only get pollinated because of the bees helping. You know what I mean? So how is evolution a thing? Where's the new bees at? Where's the new species of bees that have popped up? Why the bees ain't elevated?
Why the rest of these monkeys ain't turning humans?
Right. Why they ain't evolved yet? They still ooking and grunting.
Right.
Why they ain't fucking get the motherfucking idea yet? For one, to show you that bullshit, fucking monkeys got hands on their feet and they fucking hands. They got 2 sets of hands. Their feet look like hands. You know what I'm saying? So you telling me, goddammit, our feet just came together and
Right.
bone and everything?
Realistically, if you evolving from that, you would keep your feet like that.
Yep.
But now you
Right.
do extra shit.
That shit crazy.
Alright.
Nigga, why we ain't strong like that no more? Get the fuck out of a monkey fucking 20 times stronger than a human.
Right.
Nigga, where the strength went? So when you evolve, you supposed to come better. So we supposed to be strong as fuck. Motherfucker.
Where is the history of evolving from this written down? Like everything
Right.
throughout history has been written. Man tracks everything.
Where's the fucking records?
Any type of record.
The first monkey man.
Like, where's the drawing? Where's the hieroglyph?
Esau.
Us all monkeys joined together.
Esau.
Same motherfucking, you know what I'm saying? What's the movie? Planet of the Apes, nigga. This ain't that, nigga.
Why would our digestive system change? Because when you change from a monkey, you've been eating raw food this whole time. Now all of a sudden you change your human. I gotta cook this food. Who the fuck taught you to cook?
Fork and knife.
Right. You just
You
got
need
this down.
utensils now.
Mm-hmm. You got it.
I still got more. Romans chapter 1 verse 21. Because that when they knew the Most High, they glorified Him not as the Most High, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imaginations, and the foolish heart was dark. You know, just to back up, you know, what you brother was saying, man. You know, how can we evolve from a monkey, you know, to eating, raw food, to eating, cooked food and all this other stuff, man. You know, how can we evolve from this and that? All right, when the monkey never changed, all right, a human being never changed, you know, except we got weaker, all right, and the monkey is still 20 times stronger than us.
And what's crazy, the only people that's gonna ever evolve is the Israelites. When the Lord
I was
changes,
just thinking that.
that's the only time you gonna see evolution ever. Is when the Lord give us new bodies, nigga. That's the only time you gonna see it.
That's right.
And also, if you believe Africa is the motherland, you believe you came from a monkey, by the way.
Right.
Because the reason they say that our life came from Africa is based off this damn monkey called Lucy.
Yeah.
So if you believe if you believe you came from Africa,
Man.
you believe you came from a fucking monkey, Goofy.
Madness.
This shit's just madness. It's just Esau science is madness.
That's right.
You know,
Falsely called.
falsely so called.
Having their minds darkened.
Professional.
First Timothy 6:20. It says, O Timothy, keep that which is committed to thy trust, avoiding profane and vain babblings, and opposition of science falsely so called.
And that goes right to the great words they speak, man.
Perfect.
The opposition of science falsely called.
Perfect.
They push out this bullshit just to speak against God. Any real scientist that oh man.
Man.
What was the fuck? I'm trying to remember. It was a documentary I was watching, and it was just scientists going in. They was talking about how they believed in science. They know no God. They really started going to like it has to be a God. Anybody with some fucking sense, it has to be a God. The nigga was doing, and he was information science. He was into information science, and he started going into every idea comes from somewhere. So for us to exist, there had to be somebody that made this idea. And then they mentioned the DNA and how your DNA has a thing called editate. It sounds just like what it is. It edits your genes. There's a mistake in your DNA. Editate fixes it. They said, who puts that there? Something had to be put there for it to be a programming of this is what's right, this is what's wrong. Let me do this edit.
And then your DNA really tells your eye color. It's like a USB. Alright, your eye color, if you can get this cancer at this age, it tells you everything. Esau tell you your DNA. They just don't know how to read it all the way.
Right.
You know that they can read your eye color, your hair color, your eye, how tall you is, all by your fucking DNA. Alright, and they also showed you in that movie Jupiter's Ascending. They say when your genetic code matches up, they call it a reoccurrence, all right, which is reincarnation, which they showed you right, should tell you right in the movies, nigga, then you come back, you know, and the Lord put your spirit right back, you know.
Yeah, I actually looked up that word opposition. The Greek word is actually called antithesis, or if you want to say antithesis, for lack of a better phrase. It says opposition, that which is opposed. And I just got it in the regular dictionary.
I mean, everything Esau do, for one, little guys, they tell you that your genealogy comes from your father. I mean, your mother. They say they Israel be through their mother. That's science falsely so called. That there alone.
Madness.
It's madness. But then tell you the pedigree from a dog comes from the father though. They tell you about the dog, but no, but us, we're different. You know what I mean? We're different. You are who your mother is. The fuck out of here. Your father holds the
Start
seed.
off as a sperm. The egg is just the soil.
It's the soil. That's it. This is where we grow at. You know what I mean? You get nurtured at. You know?
It says antithesis, a proposition that is diametrically opposed of some other proposition.
Right. The complete opposite.
Complete opposite.
Right, telling you that being a homosexual is okay. That's science. That's falsely so. That's bullshit.
Yeah, saying that motherfuckers with Down syndrome got superpowers is bullshit. They like to say that
Right.
shit. No, nigga, they curse, man.
Yeah, they fucked up.
They retarded.
Hey, it is what it is. And make them feel like they special. No, them niggas is ill. Them niggas is cursed. Just like dwarfs. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? No,
I got something real quick for you.
And this is the thing. If a dwarf wasn't being born, a dwarf wasn't a punishment, why they can't come near the altar? That mean the Lord the Lord made him like that. He was brought here like that to serve his punishment, and he can't come near the altar. Go ahead.
This is Psalms 58 and 3. It says, the wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. They are like the deaf addict that stop at their ear. And the brother's going into how these damn devils just lie about everything. But all the things that they come up with, they doctrine, they philosophies, they theories, all that's like all that. The Lord is comparing that to poison. It's comparing that doctrine to a poison. You know, here it is. You listen to all the bullshit they say. They come up talk about they can measure the earth. How the fuck you can measure the earth? How the fuck you know how hot shit is? I mean, how the fuck you know how far the moon is? I mean, all the shit that they be talking
You
about.
ain't never
man.
been there.
And you ain't never been there. You know,
Can't get there.
you know. But that's what these damn devils do. Everything they do is bullshit.
And
I'll-
they'll tell you they know how much water in the ocean, but then tell you they only search 5% of it. How do you know you search 5% of it?
Approximately.
We only search 5%. Nigga, how can you say you search 5% of something you don't know how big it is? You know?
I'm still tripping
For
on
one,
that.
the scriptures say that the earth is unsearchable, so.
They tell you the weight of the earth is.
Right,
They do all that shit.
How do you tell the fuck you gonna tell me how much the earth weighs, stupid?
Right.
You know?
Put the earth on the scale.
Right. You know what I'm saying? That shit crazy. Y'all got something?
Romans chapter 1, verse 22, finishing this off, professing themselves to be wise, they became fools. Well, they are fools, man. All right, a bunch of fools, and those that you know that follow this devil's doctrine, man, they take up the fruit thereof. All right, y'all fools too.
Facts. You said something?
No, I'm good. No.
You can go back to that, Maya.
Then back in Daniel chapter 7 and verse 9. It says, I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the Ancient of Days did sit.
Oh, that was it on that. We get
Yep.
the point. Well, finish that verse out though.
Mhm.
Let's
And the Ancient of Days did sit, whose garment was white as snow, and the hair of his head like the pure wool.
So the Lord, if he made himself to a physical form and came down, look, he'd have woolly hair, meaning he'd be a Judite. The Lord would be a Judite, man.
Alright, so
100% Israelite.
And
He'll be a Judite.
And it's the king
He'll be a Judite. That's I believe Isaiah 48:1. All right, we come out the waters of Judah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, that's the top tribe. That's what the tribe of our Lord be. That's the tribe his son came from, Judah.
He said, if you seen me, you seen my father.
And describes him having woolly hair, man.
That's heavy.
Go ahead.
And that's also, if I may add, that's a cut to what the other day we're reading up. It said they speaking great things. And all the information the brothers brought out, on top of the fact that Esau lied about the color of the Lord, the name of the Lord.
Yeah.
That's part of his blasphemy, is speaking great things as well. Because right after that, they started to describe how the Lord looked. And like the brother said, if he was to come down in human form, that's how he looked. And he sent his son in human form, and it describes clearly how he looked.
Mm-hmm.
It says his hairs were like the pure wool, his throne was like the fiery flame, and his wheels as burning fire. And they're describing the chariots, because contrary to popular belief, they like to say UFOs, alien with big eyes and gray skin would come out the sky and abduct you. Stay away from it. They create all these lies, and they everything that, like the brother Shakti brought out, to try to combat the truth, man. Complete total opposites. The lies of the world and the truth of the scriptures, man. And we have the truth.
Because, like you were saying, he really tried to depict the Lord as the Edomite. Jake is better than Esau on everything. Like y'all was saying last camp. If Jake pick up what Esau pick up, Jake had to sell it. So why would the Lord make his son an Edomite, man?
Look frail. Esau. Hey, look, every nigga, before I ever heard the truth, I know most, I would say every nigga, but some niggas defeated their mind. Most niggas feel superior to white folks no matter what, bro.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Nigga, I went to Marist High School and I just felt superior.
Of course.
I was wild. So I was wild. I went to Marist, right? And it was them, everyone that cussed this Eli because I was mad that this bitch is. I had to test to get in this school. And this dumb bitch is sitting next to me, stupid as fuck. I just called her. I just that's bitch. You dumb as fuck, bitch. You stupid. Because I had to test to get here, but you're white, so you get to go here.
Right.
I felt superior to them and everything, no matter how strong they look.
Yep.
No matter, I just feel better than you.
Yep.
That's Jake. You look at that red image of JC. That nigga look frail, man. Our Lord is a mighty warrior, man.
That's right.
Don't look frail like that, long ass hair like a bitch. That's disrespectful to our Lord, man.
Leprous dog.
Then the soft voice.
Yeah.
The frame of that nigga.
Come
Right.
on, children.
What you
Right.
Just look all
You
weak.
know what I'm saying? When the scriptures say that the Lord had a voice of
Of
many
many
waters.
waters.
Deep, very white.
Austere.
Yeah, he was austere, man. He ain't come, my children.
He was like, and we can understand he was like a strict ass granddad from back then, like his pops. And
Right.
in the generation era.
When you read
Pops,
the
pops.
scriptures, when you read the scriptures, he was cussing out the disciples. He was he was
Man.
getting on them. What? That ain't the same guy. When you see that image, when you see that damn cracker,
Man,
all right, that ain't the same.
that's not.
Is the description is what you get, even his character.
Yeah.
It's not the same.
That's all. As you say, the Lord berated the city.
Yeah, that nigga don't look like that nigga they show you even in the movies. My children. He don't look like he'll turn over tables and whip
Make a
niggas'
whip.
ass.
That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh, he don't look like he'll do nothing.
A pushover. Like a
Yeah,
substitute
pushover.
teacher. You could do he the teacher today?
Bro, he was calling them a generation of snakes and vipers. You know what type of man you gotta be?
Said he was an austere man.
Bro, he said you a bunch of snakes. All you niggas ain't shit. Boy, you like your father the devil, nigga. The lust of your father you will do. Pussy ass niggas. You gonna make the Lord's church a house of iron.
Right.
You ain't what the fuck? That ain't the same guy.
Went to go get a weapon.
Right.
He made a
He
made
made
a weapon.
He made
Hey,
a whooping
hey,
stick.
the whole time he made this, he went and made it, bro.
Made that motherfucking whoop their ass.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying?
Someone made a joke about that. They said the first person to make a gun must be mad as hell.
Shit, he made a whip. He wanted to whoop your ass. Hey, I get one. This is Romans 16 and 18. Matter of fact, I'm 17. Now I beseech you, brethren, mark them which cause division and offenses contrary to the doctrine which ye have learned, and avoid them. Was going back
That's
into
heavy.
the knowledge, alright? Because you got niggas that believe Esau and they motherfucking teach the bullshit.
Yep.
Mermaids and, you know what I mean?
Flat Earth.
Flat earthers and, you know, they like,
Everyone equal.
look, nigga, everybody can make it. Esau can make it. You know, we gonna have what they say. One nigga say it's gonna be heathens in power in the kingdom. Nigga, get the fuck out of here, nigga.
What?
It was
Yeah.
one nigga that said, you know,
They gonna try to get revolt in the kingdom. Nate teach that Esau gonna come back and try to gather up army in the kingdom. No,
I'm gonna have some heathen in power in my and they gonna be electrocuted.
Yeah. Energized. You know what I'm saying?
Hook them up to the grid.
Right.
Man, Esau running the hamster wheel.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Power already.
Right.
Get this shit running.
You know what I'm saying? It says for they that are such serve not our Lord Yahushua Mashiach, but their own belly, and by good words and fair speeches deceive the hearts of the simples. So you niggas that listen to that, you really just simple. Alright? You really simple. Because you can clearly see that these niggas is lying. Alright? I was watching a Persian. He's snapping on Esau about, nigga, how you gonna teach me my history, nigga?
Right.
Who the fuck are you
Exactly.
to come here and make yourself above us and teach us our history? Why the fuck is this? And he looking at everybody like, what the fuck is this bitch doing here?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Esau for one did pillage the whole motherfucking world. God damn it. Took all our books and all our understanding that we had, snatched it from us. Alright? And made himself seem like it was him that did all this raw shit. Like he the one that built the castles. Like he was the one that walked through the wilderness, with the chariot over him.
Come on, man.
This nigga really made himself as an image of light. Who the fuck is this nigga is the devil?
I got one for you.
You know? You niggas believe everything this bitch ass nigga say. Like, it's a nigga at my job, man. He just love America.
Right.
Oh, well, they can't touch it. They can't. I looked at him. I say, look, if you don't think, nigga, that this place gonna get invaded, boy, you is motherfucking blind. You tweaking.
All these niggas think like that. They got the
They say
memes,
here.
the songs that's trending. Talking about World War I, World War II. They talking about how they won those. We can do the same thing again. I forget the lyrics. That's what they was saying. They dancing, shaking ass.
The whole time you was a fucking bootlicker.
Yeah, all that.
World War I, World War II. You niggas is stupid. Like the scripture says, Israel become a horn-born slave. Nigga, you boasting about World War I and World War II. Nigga, you still was a fucking bootlicker. Nigga, you ain't had no fucking power on neither one of them wars, nigga.
And also, your ally in those wars, the big dog Russia is now your enemy.
Right.
Oh, forget that part. It's
Yep.
The big dog. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
Hard Edomites.
This
You got something?
yeah, I got some.
Yeah.
It's Isaiah 25, verse 7. It said, and he would destroy in this mountain the faces of the covering cast over all people, and the veil that is spread over all
Right,
nations.
and the biggest the veil is that false doctrine.
Yeah.
Everything you did, nigga, is false.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything you did is false. Change it, nigga. You didn't change the names of everybody on the planet to have who you are. Nigga, you called us African. We didn't went from being niggas. Colored. To Negro.
Afro-American.
To Afro-American to African, and now we African American.
Black.
Now we
Black. You didn't get, you didn't change the name of the native tribe, the Taino. Now they all just Indians. Alright? Now they all just Indians. You didn't took, nigga, Santo Domingo, which is the real name of Haiti. Nigga, Haiti means hell, nigga.
Damn.
That's a nickname, nigga. That ain't the real name of Haiti was Santo Domingo. Alright? But they changed it. Alright? Come on, man. call you niggas Haitians,
Right.
Helens.
Yeah.
Alright? That shit is disrespectful as fuck. Jamaicans. Nigga, that's Benjamin over there. They call you niggas, yeah, you got Jude over here is every goddamn thing.
Right.
Alright? You call Ephraim ain't even Ephraim no more. You're Puerto Ricans.
Puerto Rican.
Alright? Get the fuck out of here, man. That shit is crazy. You nigga, especially you Issacharites, you understand that you get conquered. You call them gringos. You call them fucking gringos. You understand that this nigga came to your land and fucked over your people, javeled your fucking babies. Alright? And you speaking his language, but you still look at this nigga as God.
Still
That's right.
Stupid. You niggas, it really shows you that how far, like the scriptures say, we in the lowest hell, man.
That's right.
You dumbass niggas believe that shit. Go ahead.
That's right.
You got something? Go ahead.
This is 1 Kings chapter 9 and verse 7. Then will I cut off Israel out of the land which I have given them, this house which I have hallowed for my name will I cast out of my sight, and Israel shall be a proverb and a byword among all people.
And this is what you see. We under the curses. And look at the state of our people. For once we was kings, to look how we is now. When you go through history and you read about like the Danes and the Vikings and the Spartans, nigga, that was us, nigga.
Mm-hmm.
That was us. The scriptures refer to Judah being a Lacedaemonian, which is Sparta. Which Judah was the Spartans. But yet Esau will show you in the movie 300. When have you ever seen Edomites fight like that? Niggas fight like that to this day. Do raw ass shit. And you got niggas that's fucking 5-6 years old that's doing raw ass flips, jumping off houses and flipping and doing, and they ain't went to school to learn this shit. They just doing it. The fuck? Go ahead. Which go to the scripture too. That we, like the scripture say, I've said ye of gods, but ye shall die like men. If Esau, right, they put up this image, all right, this white man image, and he's supposed to be the Lord, so ye are gods, right? So your children, his descendants, the Edomites, should have godlike abilities.
Mm-hmm.
The only people with godlike abilities on the fucking planet is the Negroes, Latins, and Native Americans. It's the only niggas with godlike abilities. And this is how we able to spot out Jake. Because their abilities. You look at it, bro, you gotta be a Jake the fucking Memphis Jug, bro, to do it right. When them niggas be floating, you gotta be an Israelite. So if you see a damn Japanese dude fly from Korea or from whatever, and he around a bunch of niggas, he feel at home doing the shit, that nigga's an Israelite. You fucking dogs, go ahead.
Right. Now that's heavy, everything the brother said, because that goes back to the mouth speaking great things. Esau sit up here and say we're not the people. But the scripture says in the same place it was said we weren't the people, that's the place we're going to be delivered and called the sons of God, like the brother Arala was going into.
Right. So here about and another thing that's prophecy, all right, that we will be rehearsing the righteous acts. That's prophecy. Get that, Judges 5.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Who else rehearsing the righteous acts?
I got you out.
Hopefully, elect. And it say rehearse because we understand we're not gonna get it right into the kingdom. So we practicing it. Alright? These motherfucking pieces of shit got pork in the goddamn concrete. How the fuck you and then you niggas see, of course, the law is good. Alright? But just doing the law is not what's gonna save you. And this is what you niggas don't understand.
I gotta let me back you up real quick.
Come.
This is Second Ezra 3. Excuse me. Second Ezra 3 and I'm gonna start at 26. And in all things that even as Adam and all his generations had done. No, I gotta start up. me get to the point, because then I will end up starting at the top. 26. And all things did even as Adam and all his generations had done, for they also had a wicked heart. And so thou gavest thy city over into the hands of thy enemies, so the nation of Israel fell. All right, then went to captivity. Are their deeds then any better than Slakia? Are their deeds then any better than inhabit Babylon, that they should therefore have the dominion over Zion? But when I came thither and had seen impieties without number, then my soul saw many evildoers in this 30th year, so that my heart failed me. I have seen how thou sufferest them sinning, and hast spared the wicked doers, and hast destroyed thy people, and hast preserved thy enemies, and has not signified it. So the Lord's people will be at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
All right, the rest of the heathens are doing their thing.
They preserved.
Yeah,
They doing well. They lifted up.
that's right.
You know.
I do not remember how this way may be left. Are they then of Babylon better than they of Zion? Or is there any other people that know thee beside Israel? Or what generation have so believed thy covenants as Jacob?
Bro.
And yet,
Even Jake in their lower state, they still seeking the Lord. You got Christians, these niggas really believe it, and they at least they searching for it. You know what I mean?
no, they're not. They don't believe. They're not searching for shit. They're just talking about us.
Oh yeah, kind of like
You know, they got a zeal of God on the crunch of knowledge,
Not close
facts,
enough,
but
right.
they don't believe. That's in Ezekiel.
right.
They don't even follow the
Yeah,
shit they say they
should-
go into,
yeah,
man. These
you
motherfuckers
right.
wicked, man.
Like
Are you good? I understood what you were saying. You were saying the zeal of God.
Right, right,
Yeah, of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
And yet their reward appeareth not, and their labor have no fruit. I have gone here and there through the heathen, and I see that they flow in wealth, and think not upon thy commandments. Weigh thou therefore our wickedness down in the balance, and there is also that dwell in the world, and says the point, and so shall thy name nowhere be found but in Israel. Even like the brother talking about with the Christians, as false as that name is, they quick to use it, especially old Christian women and old Christian, which they don't know shit, they wicked, but they still would be heavy on that JC. All right, now let's talk about the real Israelites, us, the real believers. Look, nobody else is standing up for the name of the Lord. Nobody else is pushing out Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. And the small had to say Hashem, the name.
They don't say
They don't even want you to know the name.
Because the scriptures say the name of the Lord is dreadful amongst the heathen.
So that's how you know we're the Israelites, man.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody else really be concerned about that name like us.
Like the prophets.
Even the Christians, they'll know, I hate to say this, but they'll even be like, well, you know, Yeshua too. They'll say that.
Mm-hmm.
A Catholic not going to say Yeshua.
They're not going to say that.
They just going to take what's done because they don't really give a fuck. They're heathens.
Mm-hmm.
All right? But a Jake, they're going to be like, yeah, this, that. They're going to say all that. They're Jehovah Jireh, old black woman, they say all that shit. Man. You know?
It say Jehovah right here. They do that. They do that. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
Even the Benjaminites, they talk about Jah, the mighty Jah,
Mm-hmm.
tweaking and shit, man.
But who else doing that?
Exactly.
You know who else doing that? You don't see no Edomites. Hey, look, and this is why we say when you look at Jake and you see brothers that look like they may have the appearance of a heathen, look, that brother is not a heathen. There's no way. Hey, heathens ain't calling on the name, and they won't do it. All right? They gave him nicknames, Alashadja, but they would not call his name. You know what I'm saying? What that mean? Great demon like power? You know what I mean?
Because they know the Lord not fucking with
Yeah,
them.
great
He
terrible
deep,
power.
You know what I'm saying? Great terrible power, right? You
He
know?
just flooded the earth. That's how that man. This the
Bro.
God that fucked the world up. Great terrible power.
We don't want no smoke. All right?
That's wrong.
But look, y'all heathens gonna understand
It's
it.
like it. In the midst of that, who knew the name of the Lord? Same thing with that precept. Abraham knew it.
Yeah.
His sons knew it.
Mm-hmm.
Moses knew it. He double checked. This was passed down. His name wasn't well known.
That's that group of, I forget what scripture is in, but it was the guys who said they to the unknown God. You know,
Acts
they didn't know.
17.
Yeah, they didn't know who he was, but they,
Well,
you
they
know,
had was going off.
But they were going
were
off.
serving a bunch of idols.
Yeah.
They were super. Possibly so superstitious They were so superstitious they even had an unknown God. But they had this God, that God, this God. It's like, what about the God we don't know?
Yeah,
The unknown God.
Right.
That was some wicked shit.
Yeah.
Paul just was so raw, he flipped it.
Yeah,
It was like, this the God you don't know, which is the real God, Yahweh. Yeah, Paul
he
was
said,
still
"Don't
different.
deceive me yet true." He was wrong. Yeah. He was cold. He was so cold. He said, "Man, Paul's writings are hard to understand." You know what I'm saying? Because he was cold and the Lord was dealing with him. You know what I'm saying?
Eccentric.
You know. Go ahead. Y'all got something?
Well, I want to know if you want to go back to that
Yeah,
Revelation.
but I got it. We can go back to it.
All right, this is Revelations 13 and
Oh, we
12.
did 2 Thessalonians, 2nd chapter on that.
You read the Judges?
Yeah, did someone read Judges for him?
Yeah, 5 and 11. Yeah.
Well, if you're still relevant, go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want it.
This is the book of Judges, chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water.
Like, and that's here in Babylon because
Yeah.
we're still in slavery. All right, we never left. We never we never got out of slavery.
You niggas have to understand what slavery means. It means servant.
Yeah,
When you go, whatever you gotta do here in America, you're a servant, man.
Yeah.
We're servants, no matter what. Even if you say, "Well, no, I work for myself. I work for a man." Nigga, yes, you do.
You still pay taxes. You still pay taxes. You still, goddamn it, gotta go through codes and statutes, nigga. Look, nigga, you still need a passport.
Right.
You did that alone, nigga. You still need IDs.
You need an LLC. You
yeah,
gotta go
yeah.
to them for permission to work.
Yeah.
It was the one nigga, Bowens Pizza. This was like 7 years ago, 6 years ago. He was selling pizzas on the low end out of his crib.
That is crazy.
They shut him down.
So you got to,
He had to go to Esau and get.
Yeah,
This
he
nigga
had
was
to-
trending. He making money. He all on it.
they shut him
Instagram.
down. They shut him down.
You see Jake on there. All this
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
And he had to go into Esau and then get money to
To do it the right
To
way.
do it, to-
do
yeah.
it they way.
do it their way, get a building.
Because they
Just for the
want
building to fill, because now you gotta pay all this shit on this building.
Because when you at home, you really making more money. You ain't
And
got-
how are you gonna stop people that's willing to come pay for it? Look, they willing to come pay for it. Why is it your business? Because you're a slave here. Because they run everything. That's why they can say, no, I don't care if you're a private citizen. You can't spend your money with this nigga.
It's not happening.
That's insane. How you gonna stop? Nigga, I want to buy this shit from this nigga, man. How you gonna stop me? Because we're slaves.
Right.
And the shit was fine.
I ain't had one. I wish I did.
He said,
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of
And that's what drawing waters mean, by the way. So sometimes
Yeah.
we forget. We already understand it. Well, so that's drawing waters means to be a slave. All right, that was the job we gave the Hamites that tricked us. All right, we got out of Egypt. We said, well, you would draw water. It means you're gonna go get the water for us.
Because that's normally a woman. When you had a woman.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
Women did do it, but that only he had daughters. So
Right,
most of them
right,
he
right.
wasn't finna do it.
Right. Well, get niggas going.
But women do draw water though, because a woman is a servant. In Africa, they still do it. They toss their
They
buckets on their
still
head.
do it. Yeah, they still
You know,
do
it's
it.
so his brother not wrong, but it's a servant's job. That's why they did that.
I got a precept solidify what the brother was saying. Joshua 9 and 27. And Joshua made them that day hewers of wood and drawers of water for the congregation.
Right.
So they gonna
Chop wood and get water.
facts. You fucking servant.
You a fucking servant. You know what I'm saying?
Chop wood and get water.
So it was
It's not a bad job to work for Israel, man. You hear this, man? That's a lucky position, man.
It's not bad. It's not rough,
You
nigga.
didn't have to die. The other
You didn't have
niggas
to
got
die.
killed.
Yeah, they. Shit. Them niggas like, we Israelites. And they found out they wasn't, boy. Alright, nigga.
No, they said we came from a far land.
Yeah.
They fucked their clothes up, took some old food, and then we came from a far land.
That
We
was
came
smart
from
though.
some-
That was smart though. Yeah, I really. Hey, them heathens are smart.
It was smart, but Jake got supplanted. Exactly. Jake was sweet. Jake was supposed to.
Like, nigga, you live down the street, nigga.
They
Right,
supposed to make no deal. Check with the Lord, man.
right.
it's,
God,
Revelations. Is there any more in that?
It's
More
more
than
to
Judges.
this.
Back in this Judges chapter 5, verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers in the place of drawing water.
Which them archers are them nukes.
Come.
Alright?
Yeah.
And so he gonna get delivered from the place that's gonna get nuked.
Right.
And it's gonna be I still end up being in captivity. Oh yeah.
Land of Ophir, which is America,
Come.
which means the word earth Ophir means ashes. there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord Yahweh, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord Yahweh go down to the gate.
Right. And it's a people before it's a place. Like in Jeremiah 5 it says, run through the streets of Jerusalem, see if you can find a man, seek the Lord, you will pardon him. So we're doing that by going out here doing these videos, hitting the streets. Or hell, even just in our day-to-day life, a lot of, we come across people, we don't necessarily just be talking the truth to everybody, because some of these people are fucking idiots. They deserve to die, man. Alright? But you may get into a conversation, this is still doing that work right there, man. Or even just how we speak, we're gonna say things that may pique somebody's interest, like, well, you different, why you say that? Like,
because our conversations in the
yeah. So like somebody else would have been all for the adultery and the folly, like, nah, I don't want to do that. Whatever you worded. They're like, man, damn, that's different. And they end up listening. Hell, Shapaya came in the truth while we was doing the train minutes. We was on the train.
Shapaya and
Mahalaya, the head of Kansas City. I think Barney ran into cops, right?
On the train.
On the train.
Subway, Jackson, Red Line.
So you just come across people randomly. So even to all those things, that was the point. All those things.
we used to call
That's
it
how
fish.
And that's how we got Mataz.
Mataz and Murphy.
Khan, yeah.
Yeah,
We was having some business. This place wasn't open yet.
So you trying to fish?
So me and Rala was talking to each other, but we was talking to whoever can hear us. But now we wasn't just spitting verses out. It was regular, but it was deep. And Mataz just chimed in behind us like
we
all
was
the
doing
time. It was Christmas time.
Yeah. It was cold as hell outside too. We stood out there. The Lord sent us to go get him.
Classic Mataz. Before he said, I was just telling you that trip too wicked.
Yeah. He never left neither.
Literally.
Never left.
Since that day, he came to the crib.
Right after, and everybody got what we went to get. And he never left.
That's kind of funny, because that's just like with Kapatazar. I mean, I worked with that dude for years.
Never knew
Not
who he was.
one time did I know anything, and I joked around him daily.
Capo real
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden I seen him when I ran into Elder Malcolm and he invited me to camp. I'm like, hey, Cal. I just called him by his real name, but he was like, I didn't, damn. And this talking about 7, 8 years.
What time? Shit.
Yeah, that's how perform those righteous acts to the inhabitants of Israel, man. By doing his work. Cry loud, spare not, lift that voice like a trumpet.
Right, and that's, for one, that's prophecy, and also show that you little heads ain't the people.
Yeah, man.
For one, you are not rehearsing the righteous acts.
You got Pink City in the Holy Land, bro.
Right, you tripping.
Yeah, that shit gotta get hit with some fire, man.
It's been getting hit. But it need the ultimate, Ultra! It need that motherfucking combo on his ass. Hey, but shit, would show you ain't the people.
Yeah, facts.
Because you're not in slavery. You're not in captivity.
Yeah, you didn't get delivered from nuclear fire either, man.
Right, didn't happen. You niggas got on.
And more motherfuckers been coming out about what was really been. It was a bitch, but I'm mistaken, that was there during the reign of the little mustache, the famous painter. All right, she was there in those cells, right? And they talked about how they was really spraying to kill typhoid or lice or some shit, whatever it's called. And she said this they was spraying for. This what they was fucking spraying for. You wasn't getting killed off by chemicals over there, man. Alright? 6 million is bullshit. And they been coming out about it. But go ahead.
This is
Now you gotta go out.
This is Revelations 13 and 12. And he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them which dwell therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed, which the brothers went into. That was the first beast was Rome, and his deadly wound was healed, which is Rome 2.0 America, aka Babylon the Great right now. And he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. And that, well, we always go to Japan, Nagasaki and Hiroshima, those two nuclear missiles, little bombs. But then they've been doing it for years.
Yeah, they never stop. They bomb you to submission, man. Which they didn't even have to. it's supposed they didn't have to drop them two. They was already surrendering, and they still dropped them. They dropped them. They not only that, they wanted to show they might.
That's what it was.
They wanted to show they might because America didn't win World War II. Russia won World War II. America and Russia are allies, so of course they, as a group, they won. But Russia did all the fucking work. Normandy, the little Normandy shit happened, and D-Day they call it, you know. And America got all this credit for this shit when Russia had already been fucking them up. If you look into this, Russia defeated 3/4 of Germany themselves already. Now America gave them like machinery, but Russia had already did every fucking thing.
Yep.
So America's like, look, we gonna be the top dog when this shit end. We gonna be the ones. So they dropped that shit. Like now, look, we the ones on top, man. And then that's why there was an arms race. Now it's like, well, we got to get the better weaponry. America did that shit to say, no, we top dog.
That's right.
Because America, I don't know if brothers don't know this,